Hello family. Today I want to make a little video about resistance. The topic is resistance, and I'm in the beautiful Thailand right now in my house. I finally made it back here, and I want to make a little video for my own home instead of always on the road. Usually I make my videos, so you will hear birds, you will hear all sorts of things since we're on the countryside and not in the city. And so resistance, the ancient topic. We have in our life to overcome a lot of resistance. And in order to do so, we have to understand resistance first. So resistance presents itself every day in our lives. Even in the making of this video, I ran into resistance. I have other things to do, and I'm here in beautiful Thailand. There's a million things I could do otherwise shooting this video about resistance. But it is so important because when you go work out, you face resistance. You have to overcome resistance in order to keep yourself fit. So this resistance is the ancient battle. It's the most ancient tale on earth, the most ancient story. And I dispute this with historians whose field is not just mythology and anthropology, but the study of stories, just make tales, right? Like tales which were taught since the dawn of time. This is the first. That's what I'm disputing here, that it is often not disputed. So this tale is the tale of Heru and Sut. And the tale goes as follows. They are presented two different eschatologies, one as brothers and one as uncle and nephew, but as brothers, it's very similar to the tale of Cain and Abel in the Bible. That's where it was probably taken from. But that the Sut is the evil brother, he represents chaos, and Heru is the archetype of goodness, of all that is fair and all that is perfect in humans. And they battle, and it's just our battle within ourselves. We have to battle our ego, our self, our body, and its glandular nature. And it propels you to do a whole lot of things you might not want to do at all, right? So this is what this topic is about, resistance. And when Heru overcame finally his evil brother, his brother at that time gouged already his eye out, right? And so he had only one eye left, right? Just metaphorical. So with his newly gained sight, he could now overcome his evil brother, and he overcame him he ripped his genitalia out from his brother, right? Like in a fight, they were battling. And this is one of the tales, right? The Heru battles much more than that through the Egyptian eschatological texts. But so this resistance is obviously, it was not meant to be taken literally, that there's two people, one is Heru and one is Sut, right? Or Horus and Set, that's the names you probably know, which are the Greek names. And so, but the moment you face Set or Sut, the moment you have a blank paper in front of you, that's Sut, that's resistance. And now you writing on the paper is overcoming it. The more you write, the better you'll become, the more you can bring your genius forth, right? And that's what this is about. This tale is about you overcoming yourself to become a genius. And every human being is a genius on planet Earth. Just not know, he doesn't know it, unaware of it. So we are often trotting down through life, not knowing that our battle is to overcome our lower nature, our lower self, and to become our best self, right? Often called the higher self or the highest self, which is appropriate if one understands what these terms really mean. That being said, resilience is what gets you through any battle. When you stay resilient, you don't give up, right? You stand strong in the face of adversity, and you keep going. You got battered down, you keep going, you keep moving, and you don't stop. And that's what my video is about, to encourage you, to give you words of encouragement, to keep going. I was in a lonely place in my life for many, many years. I thought I wouldn't make it. I thought I have to take my own life to get out of this misery. Instead of understanding, I have to overcome myself. And once I did, I saw the light at the end of the tunnel and I got through, and I'm still, every day, we overcoming ourselves every day in new ways. And we're battling our lower nature, which is our physical body, our glandular nature, which sends signals into the brain to eat, drink, etc., right? To have sex, etc., right? And it's not so much that you deny yourself. Denial is not good. Overcoming is the right term. And not just overcoming, but outgrowing. And that's why I want to get in my topic. Now, that we want to outgrow our former self and to become a better version of our current self. Why is that so important? Because the purpose of our life was not necessarily to make babies or have a family, which is all fair and all good, but it's actually to get in contact with our real self, not our physical body, which is our self-image, which we think is ourself. And once you understand that, and you start to disconnect your four elements, your four systems, your four senses from that which they attach themselves to. When you look, you see what you see, you attach yourself to. What you hear in your brain, you attach yourself to. What you smell, you attach yourself to that which you smell, and what you taste, you attach yourself to that. You taste. Once you're capable of suspending that while being conscious, you attain consciousness, and you retain light, in fact. Usually that's what happens when you look. When you look, you're light. I'm talking about light. It's an energy. It's an intelligence. And you attach it to that which you see, so you lose it. To that which you smell, taste, or hear. And also that which you touch and feel. So that is the premise of getting to know yourself. That's why I make these videos. So to get you in touch with yourself. And not your physical self. Your physical self is clear who that is. You see the physical self every day in the mirror, right? You can contemplate who that physical self is. But funny enough, when you talk about yourself, you say, this is my body. So who does this body belong to? What you mean, my body? You are your body, aren't you? You are your name, right? So when you are your body and your name, how could it be your body? You are your body, right? But we say my body. So who is this person? It's the same with when I'm going to work. Who is I am? You're not going to say, I cannot come to work today. You don't say, my body cannot come to work today. You're not going to say that, right? So this is the question here. Who is I am? Who am I? Who is the I? And that is the question we're going to discuss in great length on the channel. So that being said, resistance is overcome daily. It takes discipline. It takes resilience. And it takes faith in yourself. And that's what faith actually means. So, the term faith. It's the confidence in self. And who that self is, that which has to be determined. Once you find out who you really are, where you are, what you are, everything else will fall in place and life will get much easier. That I guarantee you. So this is a bit longer video, and I hope you stay tuned until here, and I hope to see you back here. Peace, fam. I'm out.